Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest. In today's video, we're going to look at ASX FinTech company Complii. Look at their June quarter Appendix 4C. I became interested in this company when they acquired Primary Markets about a year ago, but they are a little bit more complex than just Primary Markets. So let's talk about what Complii FinTech solution actually does. Complii FinTech Solutions is an integrated corporate advisor management platform for the AFSL, so stockbrokers, financial planners, and advisors in regards to compliance, capital raisings, and operational efficiencies. They've also introduced that new platform in regards to unlisted securities, which is Primary Markets. This was an acquisition they made about a year ago, and we'll see the impact of this acquisition of Primary Markets on their Appendix 4Cs by looking at last year's June quarter results, compare it to this year's June quarter results. And one of the main reasons I was interested in Primary Markets and why the purchase of Primary Markets by Complii fascinated me was in regards to America Brands. America Brands was an ASX company for quite a few years, and all of a sudden they just went off the ASX. In fact, they were delisted in March 2020. I don't know why. I don't know the full story behind this. But the market cap or the valuation of America Brands went off its chart when it actually listed on Primary Markets. In fact, the valuation of that company went above $1 billion in May 2021. Not sure what America Brands is trading at now. Haven't really been focusing on Primary Markets, but that's the reason, the catalyst behind me becoming interested in Primary Markets. And then when Complii FinTech Solutions bought Primary Markets, that's what got me interested in this company. Complii FinTech Solutions has been around for a while. In fact, their platform, the Complii platform, according to their website, has been around since 2007. The company itself was founded on 7th of March 2010 and listed on the ASX in December 2020, a backdoor listing via InTiger, which had been on the ASX since 2001. The managing director is Alison Sarich. She has 2.6% stake in the company, and there's a lot of skin in the game here for this company. So the board, management, and founders combined have 28% holding in the company. So if that is one of the criteria you have in investing in a company, Complii probably does fit that criteria with 28% insider holding. Now to the market cap of the company. Last time I did a video on Complii was back in April, and the market cap of Complii back then was $40 million. That was at a share price of 9.6 cents. Share price has fallen by 1.4 cents to 8.2 cents, and that gives the company a market cap of $34 million. And the ticker code for Complii is CF1. Now, before we have a look at the most recent June quarter results for Complii, I'm just going to go back a year to the June quarter last year, and this was before the acquisition of Primary Markets. And you'll be able to see the effect of Primary Markets has had on the business or the overall Complii business. So their Complii platform at this point in time in June quarter 2021 provided $759,000 of receipts, but the company was operating cash flow negative by $549,000. So cash was falling. And by the end of this quarter and the end of financial year 21, the company had $4 million of cash. Then Complii made that acquisition of Primary Markets in the past year, and Primary Markets has had a positive effect on cash receipts for this company. We have seen cash receipts climb significantly. You'll be able to see that significant increase in cash receipts when they made that acquisition, when we look at the cash receipts history. The other effect it has, not only increasing cash receipts, it has also meant the company has been operating cash flow positive. However, in saying that, they were not operating cash flow positive in this particular quarter, negative by $127,000. So not negative by a lot, but it's still negative. But you can see the 12 months, the last 12 months, receipts to customers, 9.1 million, and they were operating cash flow positive for the full year to the tune of $1.3 million. They have also increased their cash on hand from about $4 million to $5.7 million. And when you do look at some of the spending, they're not real, haven't really ramped up the spending from this time last year. So staff costs are only up $450,000, administration costs only up $500,000. So they've really kept a control on their costs, and with receipts climbing by $1.8 million. You can just see how this company has turned it around in the past year, primarily because of their acquisition of primary markets. And as we take a look at the receipts history from Complii, going back to when they backdoored onto the ASX via InTiger back in December 2020, receipts for the first 4 quarters before they acquired primary markets was less than 800,000. Then we saw a sudden increase in receipts from September quarter 2021 to the December quarter. Receipts climbed from 608,000 to 2.6 million. So that's a nice sugar hit to the receipts for this company, and receipts have stayed elevated since then. But I need to see some organic growth here. The only growth we've seen in receipts during the past 7 quarters has been because of the acquisition. So now I want to see, and maybe the market wants to see as well, is some organic growth in primary markets and also the Complii platform. But overall, the market is fairly positive about Complii, even with the tech sell-off over the past, we'll say 6 to 9 months. The share price is still in an uptrend, and this is the daily chart going back to February 2021. So this was before they made the acquisition of primary markets. So the share price has been going up. Share price is from the bottom left to the top right, even though there has been weakness in the past 3 to 4 months. Share price did reach a high of 11 cents back in early April of this year and has pulled back a little bit, but the share price is not in a downtrend right now, even with that pullback. Share price currently is hovering around between about 8 cents and 8.5 cents. I am recording this video early on 18th of July, but remains to be seen how the market reacts today. I do think we're going to see a pretty good update on the 18th of July, but just because it starts positive doesn't mean it ends positive, particularly if American futures are down during the day. But things are looking good for Complii. When you look at the financial situation, look at the positive impact that primary markets has had on the company. The only thing I'd like to see is a little bit of organic growth, but everything is moving in the right direction when you look at the chart. That's all I have for this June quarter Appendix 4C video for Complii FinTech Solutions. If you have any thoughts, any comments, or any questions in regards to this company, just leave in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.